Food O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we're going to be showing you some KP nuts. When was the last time KP brought out a new selection of nuts? It's been a long time, hasn't it? A number of years. Normally roasted or salted peanuts. But here we are. KP Flavour Kravers Jerk Sauce. Fiery Caribbean. Flame grilled steak. I think that's where we're going to be starting. And smoking paprika. They're all 140 gram bags. Straight into them then, without further ado, let's get into these nuts. I'm quite excited. I do like a nut. So, flame grilled steak. Always remember going to my uncle's house for like a family party. He had a massive garden and he'd always do barbecues. But you'd always see him with a bowl of nuts. He'd have about 3 or 4 beers and then he'd literally be sitting next to a bowl of nuts, eating nuts after that. I always remember my uncle for doing that. Probably still does the same thing. There they are, that's a look at them. Oh, they smell great. They smell like a roasted peanut. Oh, but with a bit of steak on them. Oh. Oh, they're terrific. Absolutely terrific. They remind me, it's definitely crisps. It's definitely like a flame grilled McCoy. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm getting. Flame grilled McCoys. Mmm. But in a nut. In a nut. They're delicious. Why has it taken KP such a long time to bring out a flavoured nut like this? Oh, absolutely fantastic. You got a rich creaminess of the nut as you're crunching it on your back molars, and then it's just releasing flame grilled steak flavour at you. What's not to love? Brilliant. I'm going to go, so we got smoking paprika or fiery Caribbean jerk sauce. I think we'll leave the fiery Caribbean jerk sauce for last. And get into these smoking paprika. But one thing before I do, KP have got that. They're one of those companies that you remember from your childhood because they were a lot bigger. They were a bigger company. Like, I'm 43 years of age. I'm talking about the 1980s. You'd see adverts on the television. You would see stuff on billboards. They were a big company. They were a big company, probably as big as Walker's back in the day. But Walker's got bought out by PepsiCo. They had a massive war chest of advertising revenue then, Walker's, and Walker's simply took over. But back in the day, KP were the nuts, literally. That was a terrible joke, wasn't it? Right, smoking paprika. So paprika, if you ever see a orange flavoured crisp, it will always be paprika, that colour there. It's the easiest thing, it's the simplest trick the snack companies can use to say describe a bacon flavour crisp. They just cover it in paprika. Oh. Oh, they're lovely. Fabulous. Really smoky. Again, you're crunching the nut and it's creating a creaminess, but a smokiness from the flavour. A little bit of spice. Oh. I mean, I'm eating these at 9:10 in the morning. I'm thinking like a few beers. I think you're going to be demolishing this whole bag. There's a lovely burn on the back of the throat. Not too much, not too crazy. But this is definitely beer food. If ever they made a crisp, didn't they, to be eaten when you drink a beer. This is the equivalent in a nut. Yeah, fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Okay, so here we go then. I think these are going to be the boys. These are going to be the smoky, fiery, chili, Caribbean version. I hope they are anyway. Jerk sauce flavour, fiery Caribbean. What's interesting about these nuts is they're not coated. They're not a coated peanut. Some of the newer ones from Walker's, I think they brought a Sensations brand of crisp nuts out. They were coated and they tasted a bit artificial, if you ask me. They were all right. These are a typical peanut with flavour on them. No coating, no like a fat covered nut on them, nothing. Whoa. Whoa. Lemon zestiness. That's what I'm picking up so far. But that might be the smoky paprika playing havoc with my taste buds. Second bite. Yeah, second bite. I'm refraining from giving my initial judgment on the smoking paprika and these jerk sauce because I almost want to kind of just spit it out and tell you, but the more I'm eating these, the jerk sauce, the more the spice is kicking in. It's quite a nice spiciness, you know. I was about to say I prefer the smoking paprika, but giving these a shout, giving these a chance. Whoa. You get one with a ton of flavour like that. Wow. It's almost like a barbecued flavour. And then you get a big zestiness, a lemon zestiness. And then a nice kick of spice. Fiery would definitely be the word. They're really good. I'm ready to rate them. For me on offer, they were just over £1 a bag in my local Morrison store. So if you want to pick some up, local Morrison store. Wow, that fiery jerk sauce is now kicking in properly. What lovely, lovely burn going on. Flame grilled steak. enjoyable. If you don't want any spice, get a flame grill steak bag of these nuts and they will taste like McCoy's flame grilled steak crisps, the ridge cut crisps, but in a nut. They're an 8 out of 10. The Smokin Paprika were very nice. I enjoyed them. I reckon they would be my nut to settle down with a pint. They're also an 8 out of 10. As a person who loves spice, the fiery Caribbean jerk sauce took a little bit of time to kick in. You've got to have a couple of mouthfuls before you can kind of judge. But they're equally very, very good. But I reckon they tip the scales a little bit. I'm going to give them a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. I'm a real big fan of these KP Flavour Kravers. I think I'm going to buy them more in the future. They're pretty good. I hope you liked the video. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.